Welcome back to Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilly. I have some very special friends with me today. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves. So we'll go ladies first.
My name is Sandra Evans. I'm with Center Stage Theater, and I'm the director for our current show, Over the River and Through the Woods.
Awesome. How about you?
And my name is Dan Rufino, and I'm playing Nick in the production of Over the River and Through the Woods.
Cool. So we'll start out with our director. Tell us what we can expect in this performance.
Some of everything. This is a wonderful show that will have you running the whole gamut of emotions. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, it'll make you think about things, your family, and situations that's happened in your life, and different circumstances that you've had to deal with for yourself, with your family, that kind of thing. I mean, it's got something for everybody.
How did you guys stumble upon this particular play to do?
I'll let you answer that one because you came up with it.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, a ways back, I auditioned for the show in Wilson for the same character that I'm playing now, and I didn't get the part, but I always liked the show because I actually have Italian family, I have Italian background, and I really wanted to be in it, and I thought it'd be a great show for this theater because it's a small cast, fits well in the museum, and like she said, everybody can relate to family.
Yep.
So I suggested the show last year, and it was selected, and here we are.
Cool. So I want to ask you a little bit about your background and how you got involved in doing local theater.
Well, I came here with the military in 2003 and was at Seymour, of course. And in 2012, my son asked me to audition for a CST show. And so I went out for Three Musketeers. And I thought I'd be the guy in the background who died right off the bat.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. They actually put me in as one of the Musketeers. I was Porthos. So I had to learn to act and sing and sword fight and dance on a bar and do a bunch of things.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much hooked after that. So
I gotcha.
I've done shows in 3 or 4 different theaters now. So
All thanks to your son.
yeah, absolutely.
So why did he want you to do it?
Just so we had some time to do something together. It was special
Okay,
to
so
him.
he's involved as well?
Oh yeah, he's actually a professional actor who graduated
Okay.
from UNC Pembroke with his theater degree, and he does a lot of film acting down in Atlanta.
I gotcha.
So yep, definitely a passion.
So he moved to Atlanta and you're still stuck here doing
shows.
doing shows.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
like,
a lot of them are like
come on,
that.
man.
She can tell you that. A lot of them are like that. They start out with their kids, and now their kids are moved on and doing things, and they're still in theater doing stuff. So.
It is like it's a passion though. You get that fire,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like you said, you haven't stopped. Like, so first of all, it's at the museum, correct?
It's at the museum.
Which is a really cool, kind of newer venue that's been fixed up and is really nice now.
Yeah, and it's a great venue for a small show like
Yeah.
this because it does make the performance a little more personal.
Yeah.
You get to see a better, closer view of, what the actors are expressing and dealing with on the stage. So.
Absolutely. So if people are interested in tickets, where can they find tickets?
Tickets can be sold at the door.
Okay.
They're $10 for the tickets. I believe you can still go through I think there's some way through our website
Okay.
that you can purchase tickets as well. Mainly at the door for this
Yeah.
venue. Typically our shows are at the Paramount and tickets are sold through there, but with the pandemic and everything, we're trying to slowly get back into
Yeah.
the role of things, and we decided for this season to pick smaller shows that we could do in a smaller venue so we can be a little more concerned about dealing with all the mandates and stuff that
Yeah.
we have to deal with. And this has actually worked out really good for us, just kind of getting back into the feel of that. But hopefully next season we'll be back on the stage at the Paramount. So.
Awesome. And what are the dates and times for the show?
This show is February the 11th through the 13th. There's a Friday and Saturday night performance at 7:30
Okay.
and a Sunday matinee at 3 o'clock.
Awesome. What are you looking forward to most in the show?
People's reactions to some of the things that are going on with the characters. Like she said, some people are going to relate to some of it, but if you're not around a very passionate type people,
Yeah.
you might be a little shocked by the way they behave, but growing up for me, that was pretty normal.
Yeah.
So I think just seeing how people react to some of the parts that we are able to portray on stage.
Awesome. How about you? Any particular favorites?
Just the show in general has been enlightening, I'll say. When I mentioned before, there's something in it that everybody can relate to. I mean, it talks about family first in general. This is an Italian family that we're dealing with, but there's something about this family that everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
It brings up subjects of family members moving far away and being distant. family members who have gone off to war and lost their lives. It deals with terminal disease. It deals with mental illness. There's a little bit of something that everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
Just the interaction of the family itself, you know, the bickering, the sitting around the dinner table reminiscing about old times with the family. I mean, there's something that everybody in that audience will be able to take at least one thing
Yeah.
away from that show that they can relate to.
I've got to ask you what got you started in the theater.
I started doing theater back in high school at Rosewood. Loved it. I went off to college for a totally different subject, but I worked in the work study program in the theater department for the school, and kind of got out of it for a few years. Got married, had kids, moved back to Goldsboro, and my sister one night told me, Center Stage Theater is having auditions for Annie Get Your Gun. She said, I know you like it. Why don't you go and audition for it? She said, I'll help you watch the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So I went in. I got cast in the girls trio for Annie Get Your Gun, and 22 years later, I'm still going strong with Center
That's
Stage
great.
Theater.
That's great.
It's my home away from home.
That's perfect. Is there anything that I left out we need to talk about this show?
Well, the show itself is about an Italian family. There's two sets of grandparents who share Nick as a grandson. Their children have retired, moved to Florida. His sisters moved to San Diego. And now he has received a promotion from his job that's going to move him from Brooklyn, New York to Seattle, Washington. So he's having to confront them and tell them he too is moving away. And the first part of the first act of the show is very funny because the grandmothers instantly go into scheme mode, trying to find ways to convince him to stay in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So they bring home this girl for Sunday dinner that they have every Sunday.
Jeez.
You know, so they're all even the grandfathers are coming up with different ways that they can convince him to stay, because being an Italian family, it's all about family.
Yeah.
You know, Italian families are very strong in their beliefs with their faith, their religion, their food. So, I mean, there's just a lot of family emphasis about this show. And I was able to personally relate to it because, you know, talking about one of them has a terminal illness. My mother has a terminal illness. So, I mean, it was something I could relate to from that
Yeah.
aspect, just like he related to it from his family being Italian. I mean, there's something in this show that everybody can pull something out of.
Someone cried at all the rehearsals, but I won't mention any names.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, I'm a passionate person.
okay.
What can I
You're
say?
passionate.
I'm passionate.
Again, the show is going to be at the Wayne County Museum, a really cool venue for local theater. You can check it out. They've got all the information. You guys are on Facebook too, right?
We are on
Yeah,
Facebook.
so check it out on Facebook. It's probably the easy place to find y'all, right?
We have a website also, Center Stage, CSTtheater.org.
Cool.
So you can get more information about past shows, things that are coming up for our next seasons. You can get ticket information, all that stuff on our website as well.
So from what I hear, you guys really aren't taking much of a break. You got another show coming up a little bit later in the year too, right?
2 weeks after this one ends,
I
we've
mean,
got
it's just-
auditions for Nonsense. So,
All the time. That's really cool. So get out, support your local theater. I mean, these are all local people that are putting this on, and it's a really cool thing. And it's affordable. It's a great night out,
Right.
and so check
and
it
it's
out.
Valentine. It's the weekend before Valentine's, so it's
That's
great.
right.
be a
Great
great
date night.
date night weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
Valentine's Day.
You can head out downtown, grab some dinner, then head over to the show,
Yep.
right? All right. Again, you can check them out on the web and on Facebook, and stop by the Wayne County Museum and check out this wonderful show. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your talents with us.
We
and,
appreciate you letting us come.
we hope to see you at the Wayne County Museum.